We're diving back in with a brand new title, and this time it's Mindseye. You're getting straight gameplay impressions and honest thoughts. And today we're unpacking a game that had our curiosity piqued from the start. Mindseye comes from Bill the Rocket Boy, a fresh studio making waves mainly because it's led by one of the original creative heads behind early Grand Theft Auto. Naturally, that got a lot of people, us included, paying attention. Unfortunately, no review copies were sent out, so we picked it up ourselves. What you're seeing here was captured on the PS5 Pro, and don't worry, no story spoilers ahead. Now, I wish I could kick this off with some excitement, but this is one of those rare moments where I have to be brutally honest. Mind's Eye just doesn't land. It's uninspired, underwhelming, and shockingly short for a $60 price tag. This is a single-player, linear action-adventure game. Normally something I'd love to see more of. I actually enjoy games like this when they're done well. But the problem here isn't bugs or performance issues. The problem is that it feels rushed, empty, and completely lifeless. It's frustrating because on the surface, Mindseye had a lot of promise. The setting looked cool, and I'm all for story-driven experiences, even short ones if they pack a punch. Sadly, this one doesn't. You play as Jacob Diaz, a former soldier and drone operator in a near-future world. He ends up in a fictional version of Las Vegas called Red Rock City, discharged and struggling with memory loss. The city is easily the best part of the game. It's stylized, futuristic, but still captures the essence of Vegas, not just the casinos, but the grittier Americana side as well. It looks great. At first glance, you think, okay, maybe this will be fun to explore. But here's the thing, it's not an open world game. You can drive around a bit, sure, but it's more like a backdrop, similar to the old Mafia games. That's fine, I don't mind a more guided experience. What matters is how well the game uses that setting, and unfortunately, that's where it stumbles hard. The story, it's dull. You're basically driving from point A to B, hopping out of your car to either shoot something or interact with an object, and then rinse and repeat. Sure, there are side missions, the occasional minigame, maybe a stealth sequence or two, but nothing sticks. It never builds momentum. At the heart of the game is third-person shooting, and it just doesn't feel good. The weapons are bland, there's no satisfying feedback, and everything sounds muted. There's no punch, no impact. The mechanics feel outdated, like something ripped from a pre-Gears of War era. Movement is clunky. The cover system is basic. There's no dodge, no melee, no grenades, nothing to spice up the combat. You do get a drone companion, which is technically cool. You can hover, hack enemies, or be directed controlled in first person. But even that feature, like so much else in the game, ends up feeling underutilized. It's like the devs had a few interesting ideas, but never followed through on any of them. The drone companion, while conceptually interesting, ends up being nothing more than a glorified key. You mostly use it to open doors or scan something minor. That's about it. It feels like such a missed opportunity. And all the futuristic tech they hyped up, it honestly just makes the game feel like a worse version of Watch Dogs. You expect to be immersed in a world of slick gadgets and high-tech strategy, but instead, it's bland and shallow. The enemies? They're flat out terrible. Sometimes they just stand there, doing absolutely nothing, even when you're right in front of them. Other times, there's this strange delay before they react, like their AI is asleep. I've literally stared enemies in the face while reloading, and they didn't move. No urgency, no awareness. When they do react, some just run directly at you like mindless zombies. There's no real variety in combat, not in enemy types, not in tactics. You're just gunning down the same dull humans or robots over and over. The animations can be decent in places, but it's never enough to elevate the combat beyond mediocre. Now let's talk about driving. It's actually one of the more solid aspects of the game. The handling feels decent when you finally get a fast car, that is. But the game oddly delays giving you anything fun to drive. For a title where driving makes up a big part of the experience, it's a baffling decision. When you do get behind the wheel of something quick, zipping around corners, drifting through tight spots, and dodging through traffic, it can feel surprisingly good. But then the map design kind of ruins it. You'll hit invisible bumps or tiny rocks that completely stop your car dead. Or worse, you'll clip a curb and find yourself launched into a place you can't escape from. No reset, no respawn option, just stuck. Happened to me more than once. I had to reload old checkpoints because there was no way to get the car out or call a new one. Things like that, small issues, start to pile up fast. And before long, the game feels like it was rushed through development, missing all of the quality of life features we usually take for granted. Even chase sequences suffer. The enemy vehicles drive slow or crash constantly due to poor AI. There's one standout moment, a sandstorm chase, that genuinely felt intense, but sadly that's the exception. The driving sequences in general feel like filler. They drag the game out artificially. This is a short experience, maybe 7 to 8 hours, but so much of it is just you driving in silence across long, empty roads. The alley There's no music, just the occasional awkward dialogue that sounds like it was generated by an AI. You'll often be forced to drive to the other end of the map for no clear reason. Then, after a short mission or cutscene, you're told to drive all the way back. No fast travel, no real purpose, just padding. And yes, the in game GPS literally shows the minutes you'll need to sit through the next leg of your drive. Imagine seeing 4 minutes pop up on your screen, knowing it's just 4 minutes of silence until anything happens. It's maddening. It's not an open world game, so it's not like you can hop out and explore or mess around during these drives. There's nothing to do but follow the line, and while that's fine in some games, Mindseye doesn't offer enough story, mechanics, or atmosphere to make it feel worthwhile. You can even shoot civilians without consequences, unless you're in a factory zone where suddenly you get penalized for reasons that make no sense. NPCs react weirdly too. They'll sometimes run toward you when you open fire. There are no cops, no real systems in place, just a flat, lifeless world. And honestly, it's not even the bare minimum. There are some side missions here and there, but they just randomly pop up while you're following the main story. They're puzzling, basically just little events or challenges that last anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes. Like, you'll suddenly warp into a shootout, or a minigame involving robot security cameras, or maybe a desert soldier encounter. Sometimes it's a criminal shootout with cops and a quick escape, but all of it feels so randomly thrown together. I don't really know what the point of these side missions is. The developers made them and labeled them in a way that implies players will eventually create more of these experiences themselves. But for now, what's actually here? I don't know, man. Then there's the performance, which you can see on the screen right now and probably already judged for yourself. This is running on a PS5 Pro and it struggles to hit 30 frames per second. The frame rate dips all over the place and it's not a pleasant experience. It feels painfully unoptimized, and I'm only talking about the console version. I can't say how it runs on PC, but based on my experience here, it's just not enjoyable. It stutters, feels glitchy, and there's occasional screen tearing that looks really bad. You've probably seen the memes online of messed up faces, kind of like the early days of Assassin's Creed Unity. I haven't seen anything that extreme except for maybe 1 or 2 NPCs on the sidewalk, totally stretched out like Mr. Fantastic when I accidentally hit them. Random objects would pop into existence out of nowhere too. During one cutscene, a character was pointing at a computer screen and the screen just didn't load at all. There was nothing there. There are all these little weird glitches, like ultra low-res textures, flickering lights, halos around characters, that just make everything look unpleasant. Which is a real shame, because this is Unreal Engine 5, and when the game does manage to hold a solid frame rate, it actually looks pretty decent. But most of the time, like so many things with this game, it just feels rushed and undercooked. I can forgive a lot if the game is a thrill ride or has an entertaining story, but unfortunately, Mindseye doesn't have either. There's no incredible action sequence that hooks me, no story that makes me think. Ultimately, this game just feels really, really generic. Nothing surprised me, and it pains me to say that. This might seem like a rare or hot take, but I want all games to be good. Mindseye, it just feels like it was made out of obligation, rushed through as fast as possible. Something is missing here, like a reason for why it exists beyond just getting you to buy it and play for a little while. That's unfortunate, because we were looking forward to this one. Just from hearing about the studio and the whole Everywhere project, we wanted to see where it would go. But this isn't a good debut. But hey, you know how this goes by now. Here's a quick rundown of pros, cons, and my personal opinion. And now I want to hear yours down in the comments. Look, there's always an outlier. Some people might enjoy this game. So let me know where you stand. If you just watched a YouTube video and judged it from that alone, that's fine too. Thanks for listening to me. I actually played through this whole thing for you guys. If you appreciate that, clicking the like button really helps. But seriously, let me know what you think in the comments. What do you think about this game, or other linear third-person open-worldish weird games like this? Let's talk. Anything Mindseye or similar down below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.